Hey, welcome to Butcher Bay Rejects. I'm Mark.
Hey, Greg, what's up, nerds?
How's it going, bud? How's it going?
Episode 114 coming in hot.
That's it.
Very hot, very hot. Two
Like a
episodes of,
heat-seeking moisture missile.
oh boy, okay. This podcast just took a turn to generate the E for explicit rating. So, or it always was. Yeah. So, right before the finale this coming week of Survivor, we're going to cover the last two episodes. I'm Not Worthy, I'm the Bandit. Ted Lasso episodes, 9 and 10. We're coming up to the finale.
Yeah.
Titans ended season 4. No more after that. Do episodes 11 and 12. And Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves. And the latest Shazam movie, the Zachary movie. And, all right, let's kick it off
Sounds
here with
good.
some Survivor. So 2 weeks ago, I guess it was Danny that got voted off trying to do his best Robert De Niro impression. Might have went on a little too long.
No kidding.
And this guy just swaggered up like Conor McGregor, like he does before each time he votes. And of course, when you do that, you're going home, right? Yeah. So of course he didn't get that memo.
I mean, Carolyn played that beautifully.
Yeah. Yeah, she did. Yeah. So everyone's thinking now, oh, maybe she's not the raving lunatic we thought she was.
No.
She's equal parts lunatic and maybe mad genius, I'm seeing. Or
well, I mean,
it'd been great if she hoodwinked us the whole time and this was all an act from day one. This would be amazing if she said, you know what, I'm really a rocket scientist. No one's ever done that yet, stayed in character the entire time. So this would have been perfect if she does this.
But I mean, she kind of, you could see she was fighting with it a little bit, but then she was like, no, she needed to keep Carson around. So it's like,
yeah, and that's a big move, right? Because she gave up her own idol.
She gave up her own idol. She did it for Carson, and I mean that cements Carson to her big time.
Well, also, yeah, that could be the nail in her coffin. Because what if Carson wins the whole thing, right? It's going to have been the woulda, coulda, shoulda here.
Yeah, but you know what? I think the two of them, if they're the last two sitting there, I think it's an even fight.
Well, it would be nice to see. Yeah, I mean, there'll be 3, but it'd be nice to see close instead of a blowout like it normally is. Like if it was the winner was by 1 vote, yeah, that would be refreshing.
Yeah, I mean, at that point in time, they've both done their thing to get there. Carson's overcome quite a bit, being the youngest, and I'm still impressed by the fact that he put on 30 pounds. To be part of this, right? So,
yeah, and 3D printed most of the challenges.
Well, yeah, and I mean, how hard did that come in when he was doing the challenges? I mean, Christ.
Yeah, now every future survivor is going to be doing the same thing.
Oh no,
they're all be getting a 3D printer and doing this, yeah, or building crap in their backyard,
And I mean, it still even came out in this week's when he was guiding the ball. That immediate show. He had everybody moving the right way and everything. And
usually there's a lot of screaming and bonds broken during those challenges, right? Because no one's listening. The person explaining is not doing it right. So
Carson just kind of really, really saw how it was needed to get done and articulated it just perfectly for Jam and who's Lauren to get through. And it's just like, and even when they got to the maze at the end, it's funny, every time they roll the person onto those mats, they're upside down. They got to course correct them a little bit, so that they can see. But I mean, Carson's a strong player, even for being like the youngest and the nerdiest. He's still, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So. Sorry to interject. Before we started recording the movie I was asking you about, I just remembered what it was. It was Air on Amazon Prime with the.
I wanted to watch that. I haven't gotten to it yet. Yes, we have to watch that.
We'll cover that next time. Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah, for sure. That looks so good.
You're gonna love.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. All right. So I'm the Bandit.
Back onto the back things.
Yeah. Sorry, I was killing me. I was thinking about this movie this whole time. Yeah. I'm the Bandit. So the next episode, why am I drawing blank? Who gets voted off?
The next one. This was
a girl, right? Yeah,
it was Heidi, wasn't it?
Oh yeah. So, yeah. I mean, like I said, sure. I mean, it went the way it went, but the women outnumber the men. If they were smart, they'd say, before we vote each other off, let's get rid of the men. But they don't do that. So,
well, you know what? They were all gunning for Carolyn after that move they did last week, right?
Yeah.
And it looked a bit like Jam Jam was going to flip.
Yeah.
And you could see he looked somewhat guilty at Tribal. He looked like, he was looking down. He was kind of like, when the voting was coming, he's like, no, I betrayed, and then like it turned, came through, but two votes did go to Carolyn. So it's like, she's going to be freaking about that.
Yeah. I watched the preview for next week always. A little drama around the fire.
There's always drama around the fire. Everybody, the only time things get moved forward is after the immunity challenge, and right after Tribal. That's where everything starts moving. And then all the plans get made, and then immunity happens, and all the plans get rearranged.
Yeah.
I'd like to see a player just come in and whatnot. They want to strategize. I said, wait till the immunity's done.
It was Jamie. Yeah, Jamie was the one.
Jamie. It wasn't Heidi. It was Jamie. But like, just to stretch out, relax, and say, just tell people, guys, take it easy. Nothing's going to happen until after immunity is done. You might as well just relax. Enjoy the beach. Grab some sun.
They basically got, what the part we don't see is they basically have almost 3 days where that's exactly what's happening. They have to wait 3 days to go to Tribal, right? So a lot of boredom sets in and whatnot. But yeah, it's a part we don't get to see.
Yeah. Oh, they show it occasionally. Like, what was it? They showed Carolyn and Jam Jam going fishing.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't need to see those shots. Thanks, guys. Okay.
It's like, why isn't somebody fishing every day? Like, we got rice. Like, fuck, you got an ocean full of fish.
This isn't exactly the. Of course not, because all the beautiful women have been voted off already. Okay, whatever.
Yeah. What can you do, right?
Well, big finale. I guess that'll be a 3-hour thing. So when we're back, again, we'll have that for you.
They're doing the reveal on the island again.
Oh yeah. That's the whole COVID and save money thing and all that. Yeah, definitely. Break out some champagne. People will get drunk. They'll say what's really on their mind. Here's what I think of you all. Okay.
Then throw up and shit themselves later.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the ultimate diet.
Yeah. All right, you ready to get into some Lasso?
Lasso, yes, so.
Before we begin, though, I know you like to bring about your you talk about figures and all that, right?
Yeah.
I'm kind of shocked you haven't got one yet. It came to my attention in Capitan Quebec the other day that you don't have it, and I thought for sure this was made for you, for Marc Bercier. Now, it's exact in every detail. It's McFarlane level. So how do you not own this thing?
I didn't know this was out.
I just came across it. Alex had it. Well, it was on the wall. It was on the wall. Like if you've been in his store lately, there's like a zillion figures.
Well, I don't go into Captain Quebec.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you really shouldn't now because you just leave me your wallet before you go in. This way you won't be tempted. But yeah, this is a Movie Maniacs, a company I never heard of, and the detail on this thing is incredible. And I just thought, well, wait a minute.
Is it a figure or a statue?
No, it's a figure. No, you can pose it, and because it comes with its own stand. Yeah. But anyway, the details are incredible, and I thought you might like this because you like Lasso.
I think when next time I'm downtown, I'm going to take a
Okay.
walk.
When you walk in, it's on your left at the back there. You know, like stay to your
Cool.
left. Stay to your left. You'll see it. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Anywho.
who doesn't want a little Lasso?
Oh, I thought you might like it. So
Yeah.
all right, La Locker Room Aux Folles. So is this the one where we find out Bumbercatch is, or his friend finds out he's gay, right? This is the one.
Oh, it's McDo, the captain.
Well, yeah, McDo finds out, but it turns out I don't know, but maybe we missed something. They're close friends, which I never really got before, unless this is some backstory stuff. But it was him that finds it on his phone, doesn't say anything. But
yeah, well, when they got to all the everybody delete all the the naked stuff because Keely gets
she's part
revealed.
of the fappening. Yeah.
Yeah, she gets revealed and all that, and she that's a whole thing. I love Rebecca's. Rebecca's always great for advice. Oh, fuck them, But yeah, no. So everybody says, okay, delete that shit. And then when Cullen goes to leave the room because he doesn't want anybody to see over his shoulder, what he's deleting, that's when the captain walks out and he looks at it and goes, okay, and then gives him back his phone. And then I think it's the next episode where he's all bent out of shape because he didn't tell him.
Yeah, and he tries to beat up the fan saying the F word. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He just went stupid and whatnot. And nobody knows why. Everybody's kind of like crazy. They give Sam the captain band.
Yeah.
And then it's, then we finally see. And then afterwards, he gives a big reveal to everybody.
Yeah, and the Nathan storyline. Find out.
I didn't see that one coming.
No. I thought for sure it would culminate with them in the final and redemption arc, blah blah blah. But leaving because he knew where this was headed. Rupert, I don't guess, didn't want him happy. And I'm sorry, but Anthony Stewart Head, I mean, I just love him as the villain. Oh my God.
He's so great.
Get him in Star Wars and do something with this guy.
He's so great.
Bond villain. He just appears on screen and you're already like, need to scrub yourself in the shower. Yeah. I mean, God, this guy's great. But I'm wondering now if he's in for a redemption arc because of how the last episode ended, where basically Rebecca convinces the whole room of guys that, maybe we shouldn't keep this from the fans or charge a ridiculous amount of money from the Washington Super League.
I mean, but I think that was just Rupert kind of trying to see an opening going, oh, yeah, well, maybe I'll do Rebecca one more time, and it's just like Rebecca just face palms him right there.
Oh, yeah, like how he has let's just say less attractive assistant now. Rebecca's like, what happened to your whole...
Yeah. But I mean, he was... he saw Nate happy and whatnot, and he wanted to set him up. So he set up the whole girl thing and whatnot, right? And I don't know if he was doing that so his girlfriend would break up with him, and then he kind of swoop in and be all like, "I'm so sorry you had to go through that." And then it's like, because he's a predator, right? He is a predator.
Yeah.
So you could see he was sort of very flirty with her when she was in the office, and let's get Nate laid, and then boom, and then lo and behold, Nate quits.
Yep, didn't see that one coming at all.
You would have thought, because it would have been a standard kind of thing of Rupert firing him for not coming along, right? He's that petty.
Yeah.
And then it turns out Nate quits because Rupert is a shit. Nobody saw that coming.
No. I was hoping for the big finale, But I guess, well, one episode left, right? So I don't know, man. There's a
Well, you know
lot
what?
tied
I mean,
into
we
this.
we have some interesting stuff going on with it. I mean, um, especially with around Nate, because Nate kind of goes back to mom and dad, and dad gives him what he's always wanted from him, acceptance.
Yeah, finally.
And he apologized for trying to push him too hard. He only ended up hurting him. Like in trying to build him up, he only ended up destroying him, so to speak. So it's like, wow, this is so cool. So I mean, now I'm like just totally stoked to see what will happen. You know,
Well,
and
yeah,
I mean,
there's so many storylines that are tied into this one.
now
Like,
here's a wild thought. You think Rupert will bring what's his nuts that's on the TV show that used to be the coach at Richmond in to fill in Nate's spot? And
yeah,
then it ends up being the former Richmond coach against the new Richmond coach.
yeah, that's possible. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you also see like Nate also trying to redeem himself, where he went and set up Richmond's locker room for Will
Yeah.
and said I'm sorry. Like, okay, now you want to see Nate come back.
Oh, I'll tell you something else no one saw coming. Roy Kent and tie-dyed shirt. That's what no one saw coming.
But I mean, come on, it was so cute. It's your name, red, orange, and yellow, Roy. Like ROY.
Well, I like Jamie's gift to him on Uncle's Day, whatever. He gives him his kit from when he was team captain, and then he goes, "I replaced the the E with a U." Cunt. It's perfect.
Well, there's another turnaround, right? Those two becoming buddies, and like not wanting to admit they're buddies, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, he's your best friend. You talk about him all the time.
Well, you know what? Roy's niece has been like the truth stone throughout everything, right? She'll say something, Roy will be like, "Fuck," and then of course Roy and Keeley reigniting.
Yeah, well, I like the teacher that kind of pointed that out to him.
Yeah,
she's like,
"You're unstuck."
Yeah, you fuckwitch, stupid fuckwitch. Keep your mouth shut next.
And then like of course Rebecca and Keeley finally getting back, hooking up together to talk because they've been separated so long, and then Keeley having gotten shut down because never have sex with the boss.
Yeah. But then Rebecca, I guess, has more money than we thought she did because she.
Yeah, well, I like that. I carry more than that in cash. Like, yeah, Barbara coming back. Come on, you knew she had to melt eventually, right?
Abs. Yeah, I didn't think she'd be one for the juicy sweatpants and whatnot.
Like the.
I think she says I like clothes that tell the truth or something. I don't know.
Yeah. With the whole thing with the snow globe, right? I'm gonna need that receipt back. But no, it's like it's all. I think it's it's getting everything back in the family kind of thing. I think that's sort of like a way they're kind of going, and it works. I still love everybody's reaction when Roy was wearing the tie-dye through the clubhouse.
Well, Beards was the best because he's a tie-dye guy himself, right? So
yeah. And Trent is becoming a great addition to the
well, I'm glad, because at the beginning he was looking rather sinister, so I'm glad it didn't go that way. I'm happy, actually.
Yeah. So I mean, every episode's a gem. So I'm thinking, strap me in and give me the finale. Let's go.
Yep. Get your boxes of Kleenex ready.
So that was episode 10, right? So
this was Yeah, I think 9 and 10 we covered, right? Or
Yeah,
10.
yeah, 9 and 10. So I think 11 and 12
It's a
coming
9.
up.
Jeez,
Are they only doing 11 episodes, or are
I'm all
they?
lost now. I thought there was 12. This is season 3 or 4? 4, right? No, 3.
Yeah,
We want 4.
we don't. We do want 4. We do. We
12
do.
episodes. May 31st will be the
Okay,
finale.
so yeah, we got 2 more
31st.
weeks. Good, good,
Yeah.
good. So next week's gonna be. That's gonna be a build up. I'm forecasting a cliffhanger.
Well, that's a multi-billion-dollar question. Is there going to be, we'll see, right? I mean, there's no comment whatsoever
Every
yet,
time a
so
series leaves on a cliffhanger, it gets canceled.
yeah.
Knocking on wood.
Lately, yeah.
A few didn't make it past 1 season this year.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's talk about a season ending after this one. Titans had a pretty good run.
Titans, yeah.
Project Starfire and Titans forever. So they saved the world, basically, again.
Yeah. Yeah.
We had a couple of we had a Red Hood cameo in there, which I liked.
Yeah, well, I liked it that it was actually planned by Dick, to have him come in and like
Test them out.
test him out, give it to him, make him work for it, and good old Jason did that. He was feeling like more of that experienced Red Hood that you see in the comics. So I'm kind of, yeah. Be interesting to see a little bit more Red Hood in the fold next year or next season, if they had one. Although
Yeah,
I think
if they
there's rumors that they're trying to save it, right?
Well, I
They're trying to
haven't,
move.
I haven't seen that, but I wouldn't be surprised because
Well, now it's
now
on HBO Max.
just last time we spoke, literally the second I told you SWAT was canceled, they switched their mind on it like a day later. So anything's
Oh,
possible.
so
Right?
SWAT's back on.
Yeah. I think the fan outcry, whatever, and yeah, maybe less than a day, it was back on. So, but it helps when one of the main actors is the one leading the charge, right? Instead of not only the fans, but
Well, I mean, Shamar Moore is he's a force. I mean, shit,
yeah.
if you look at all of his work and everything.
I guess his female fans weren't ready to not see him on the TV once a week.
Oh, come on.
Right? Yeah, he had to look like anyone else.
When he's that shirt comes off, there's a lot of swooning.
Yeah. Lots of panties flying at him, I'm sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Don't you feel bad for him? I'm sure he does okay, guys. Okay.
For sure. Well, like I said, these days, when something goes down, if the producers aren't ready to give up on it, they'll shop it around, and if it's got a following, more than likely they're gonna do something. Somebody's gonna make a move because something like Titans is money. You can't not do something and it just kind of like flounders. It's got a following. It's gonna make money. So we shall see. We shall see. But all in all, I mean, it was a good ending for everything, right? Everybody kind of doing their thing. Gonna go and
yeah, we're to take it that Connor's going to have a baby with what's her name? Did I read that right or no? Like
with who?
With is it Starfire? What's her name?
Dick is with Starfire.
Yeah, but
not Connor.
Yeah, sorry. No, yeah, when they were walking away though, they were saying, did I hear that wrong or something? It implied they were going to have a baby, or am I crazy?
No, they were talking about a family and whatnot. What could be. So yeah, I think they were kind of discussing it, but I think that sort of thing always got discussed in the comic books, but it never really happened because, hey, superheroes, Everybody goes crazy. Got to save the world again, that sort of
well,
thing.
I never believed Corey was dead anyway, I don't think they'd end it on that note. So.
No. No, but it's like, I like how she developed that blue power just to take care of Brother Blood, and then once it was gone, she had her regular power back.
Yeah.
Because when she came down, she was all fire. She was all Starfire.
She was.
But it was good to see Connor come back, because although he played a good dick.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Or
Super
asshole,
dick.
because Dick is the other guy.
Yeah.
Although I think the final fight was a little anticlimactic.
Yeah.
I
thought there would
prefer an
more.
all-out brawl kind of thing. Throw a few more minions in there and have them fight everybody. But what can you do? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you had a good run, Titans, and we thank you.
No, they haven't called us to run the show yet. So.
Yeah.
But when we do, look out.
Yeah. Put us in, coach.
You're going to see a lot more of Beast Boy transforming.
Yes, a lot more budget.
Well, I think they blew their budget on that one episode when he was in the red, and it looked like they were attacking that.
Well,
lab.
because when he had to pull those 4 heavy, strong cables, you're thinking, why don't you just turn into a gorilla to pull them? But yeah, you're probably right. They blew their effects
the
budget
on.
Yeah, because I'm sure you were thinking the same thing too, right?
Yeah.
Why hasn't he turned into the gorilla yet?
Yeah. I mean, they could have, save money on the morph and just did a cut change, and then he's the gorilla, right?
Yeah.
But then, well.
Anywho,
Yeah.
let's get into more realistic realm with Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. I'm sure you like this movie.
I did. I mean, I think there could have been a little bit more to it, but it was good. I love the nod to the original cartoon.
Well, yeah, I figured this movie was made for you, so I watched it. No, I don't really have anything bad or good to say about it. So
I mean, it was infinitely better than the original Dungeons and Dragons from the 70s.
Yeah,
not from the 90s. Sorry.
Nice to see Sophia Lillis from the It movie. I know you probably didn't watch the movie It, but she was fantastic in that. And Roger Jean Page was in this.
Even Bradley Cooper.
Yeah, that one flew me for a loop. Like, how the hell was he involved? I don't understand. Like, Oscar nominated guy. Like, I don't understand how
he must have a soft spot for Dungeons and Dragons and just be
how he became a little person. I don't know what they were called in there. Like,
yeah, almost like a gnome kind of.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was like, I saw that. And I'm like, I had to do a double take. I'm like, that's Bradley Cooper.
Yeah, and considering this is something he'd do 12 years ago, but not now. You know what I mean? Like.
I think he likes to do sometimes these small little goofy roles. Not everything needs to be Oscar level things,
Well, figuring it out now, John Francis Staley did a show with Bradley Cooper in 2005 called Kitchen Confidential that lasted 13 episodes. We had so much fun, blah, blah, blah. So I guess he basically called in a favor. Yeah.
It was hey, you want to be in my movie? Yeah, sure. Why not? A lot of those jaw dropping.
Kitchen Confidential. Okay.
Yeah. Well, think about it. How many times did we see like Bruce Willis drop into a movie and you sit there like going, why is he doing this?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, basically the movie's already shot. They just inserted him in there.
Yeah.
Mm.
But
that was very surprising.
Yeah, but I like the nod to the original '80s cartoon. I mean, I don't know if you ever watched it when you were
No,
younger.
no.
After seeing that, I'd love to see that '80s cartoon redone live action as a series. Make it a little grittier, give it a little bit of thing. That would be. I think that would make for a really, really cool show. You out there listening?
They are.
Yeah, we need those Critical Role people to get in on this. They've got the most influence.
Yeah.
Live action D&D based on the cartoon in the '80s. Come on, get on it. Do it. You know you want to. But I mean, all in all, it was good. You rooted for the heroes. You rooted for thing. I mean, what's his name? Hugh Grant. Beautiful asshole. He played a beautiful asshole.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. So I mean, the performance was a light movie. It was nothing that was really, really too hyped up or intense. I think Chris Pine's character. I'm surprised Chris Pine's character was like the I guess you could say he wasn't the man of action in this one. Like he usually is.
Michelle Rodriguez, because he was like, "Hey, you going to take care of this?"
Yeah. He's sitting there just kind of like trying to undo the bonds. They need sharper rocks, like.
You got this, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He played the swindler, the one that is gonna talk his way out of everything. But like I said, it was a light ride.
Yeah. Low stakes.
Well, you know what? For a franchise like Dungeons and Dragons, you'd want it to do well, and it did. It did well. Because there's so much you could play in that genre. You just got to get like a really good story going. The thing with those stories is that they're set up to be like huge campaigns, right? So they take place over several years, I guess. So I think, if they're going to do something, don't do a movie, do a series. I think a series that can embrace the whole aspect of Dungeons and Dragons. And, well, I mean, they're doing that with Legends of Vox Machina and, and now the Mighty Nine from Critical Role. But, I mean, if you're going to go live action and whatnot, yeah, make it a series so that you can get a little bit more into it and you can tell a better story. But that's just my humble opinion.
I second it.
There you go. So what else we got going on? That's it?
Shazam, Fury of the Gods.
Shazam, yeah, we never talked about that.
Shazam.
What'd you think of it?
I wasn't a fan of the first one, and no, I mean, sure, I got to stare at Rachel Zegler, and Marta Milans, but I didn't really have any kind of on par with me for Dungeons and Dragons. I didn't.
Yeah.
And what got me a little irked was that the surprise cameo at the end. I don't care what anyone says, and they're saying that Gal Gadot was on set. She was not on set. I know enough about movie magic now, and you know more than me. The way they shot that, she was clearly not there.
Yeah.
Not once did they interact like face to face or whatever. So I don't know why they had to go through this lie about no, she was there. She was on set. Well, no, you didn't shoot it that way. So, but that was, I guess, a little humorous that, because they show a cutscene where they're at dinner, right? I guess in the beginning, right? He's at dinner.
Yeah.
And then, so yeah, that was mildly entertaining. And who doesn't love seeing
it had its
Wonder
goofiness.
Woman?
It had its little bits. I mean, the whole okay, we're doing everything on our own now, but we're a family. We got to do family things. We got to do it all together, and it had its moments.
Yeah, I mean, do you like
but
the first one better or this one?
I liked it. I liked it as far as an overall part of
Oh,
the DC family kind of
no,
thing.
compared to the first Shazam, which one do you prefer? The first one or
I
this
liked
one?
them both.
Oh, okay.
I thought the first one was good. I mean, I think Zach Levy plays it so well as like, yeah, he's a 15-year-old trying to figure this out, you know, 15-year-old in a man's body, and he just gets to play with that character a lot more, and he does it really well. I think the performance was great. And then, when time comes for him to be serious, he actually plays it out using the wisdom of Solomon, or is it wisdom of Solomon? No. Or is it? Power of Zeus, speed of Mercury. I don't remember. Anyway.
So, well, sounds good to me. That's for Solomon, right?
Yeah,
wisdom.
yeah.
Yeah, wisdom of Solomon, strength of Hercules, stamina of Atlas, power of Zeus, courage of
There you go.
Achilles, speed of Mercury. Yeah, you're right.
So, I mean, all in all, I think they wrote the story properly for it. I don't know that you could have done more with it. I think it'd be funny to see him interacting with the other superheroes, right? And he'd be kind of like the goof, and they look at him, he's like, "Oh, sorry," like have that kind of dynamic, but still he still comes through hard in the end. So, it would be nice. It would be nice, but DC's still in turmoil.
Yeah, yeah. In the mid-credit scene, we see the two guys, our crew from what's John Cena's character's name?
Oh, Peacemaker.
Yeah, Amelia Harcourt and John Nicodemus. So they're trying to recruit him into the Justice Society on behalf of Amanda Waller, and then we see Mr. Mind once again because Savannah is still incarcerated, right? And I guess maybe, well, we'll see if that goes anywhere.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
But all in all, it's good. It's not blowing wind up my skirt, but it's
yeah,
it's entertaining.
I think the next DC one to do that will be The Flash, because that's the
Yeah.
one I'm excited for.
Yeah. That's definitely going to be high on the. I'm going to the theaters for that.
Yeah.
That's definitely not sure if I'm going to go for Guardians or Fast X, because that's getting kind of mixed reviews.
No, I saw it. I saw it today. It was. I won't say anything. Okay. Anyway, I think we're getting Flash on June 16th at any rate. I think.
Yeah. Well, June's going to be a big month. June got quite a bit going on.
Oh yeah, we got also the Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. We got my Extraction movie on Netflix.
Yep.
We got well, you don't
Flash.
watch Walking Dead, but we got the Secret Invasion show on Disney Plus. Witcher on the 29th.
I'm actually a little bit intrigued by the next Walking Dead show, the New York one with Negan.
Oh, really? You are?
Well, I saw the trailer and I'm like, okay, this isn't just.
Well, no, they're actually in a new spot, right? It's like Daryl's going to be in France and Europe next time we see him in the fall, so that's going to be weird in itself.
This one kind of has a bit of an Escape from New York kind of feel.
Yeah, exactly. Right? They kidnap her son, and there's a bit of a time jump from the finale, so it's at least 7 years or something or whatever. So so she gets Negan, and then it turns out Negan's got an enemy on the island, a backstory type of thing. Yeah. So it's very exactly.
I mean, Jeffrey Dean Morgan's a great actor, so it's kind of it's fun to see him in shit.
He's got the best introduction of an on-screen villain ever in TV, and that's what Andy Lincoln said, and he's right. When he first appears as Negan, boy. That's one for the
Although
books.
I'd still like them to do another Losers movie.
Well, we are seeing him in The Boys next up,
Yeah.
So, but you'll be happy to know that Heel season 2 has a premiere date, July 28th.
Cool.
Loki season 2 will be October 6th. And here's a first. Don't know if this is good or bad. Echo is coming out on November 29th, but
Yeah,
Disney
I
is
saw that.
dropping all episodes.
Oh,
All
really?
episodes. So either that's a very bad sign or a good sign because they've never
Don't
done that
know.
before.
This ought to
Yeah.
be interesting. Yeah.
And well, we got an Arnold Schwarzenegger Fubar Netflix show. I don't know if you saw the trailer. It's
I
coming
did
out
see
on
the
May
trailer. That kind of looks interesting.
25th. Yeah, it's coming out May 25th, so I'll check it out. And
Yeah,
hey,
definitely. Well, that's just it. A lot of the
uh,
new ones that are dropping, you're kind of like, okay, like it's not a lot to get you like super excited. So it's kind of like, all right, okay. Maybe I'll watch it later. Like there's no like running to the day it drops and be like, okay, gotta watch. Nobody talk to me.
yeah,
It's not like it was Picard.
yeah, exactly.
You know. So anyway, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a
So,
good birthday month.
yeah, and what else is there? Did I see anything else?
Oh, speaking of
No,
canceled,
I think that's
have
about
did
it.
you did you ever watch True Lies, the TV show?
No, they got canceled though.
Yeah, they got canceled. Like,
No, I like the actor in it because I watched him on Shameless for like 11 years. So, and
yeah,
sad for him.
well, this goes to show a solo actor can't make a show.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw that. When I first saw it on, like I'm like, this came out of the blue to me, and I was like, all right. I think I tried to watch the first episode, and it just kind of like,
Be hard to top that movie.
oh well, that movie cannot be topped. Yeah, Fubar is gonna reunite Schwarzenegger and Tom Arnold.
Yeah, and he also has I think a 3 or 4 part documentary coming out on his life, Arnold Schwarzenegger on
Yeah,
Netflix
I saw that.
on June 7th. Yeah,
So that should be interesting too.
and of course, Strange New Worlds. Star Trek comes out on the 15th.
Yes, it's a good month. June
Yep,
is going to be a
and
good
Indiana
month.
Jones and the Dial of Destiny for the last day of the month on the 30th. And yeah,
Mm. We're getting a few more new stuff, people for Comic Con too.
yeah, Alex really must have binged Smallville through.
Yeah,
He added Lex Duig. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. Duig.
right.
And of course, Robbie Amell. He's going to get my money, but because he's the first Resident Evil actor I can actually get an autograph from, because he played Chris Redfield in the last Resident Evil movie. So I'm happy for that, And his wife's coming too, I think, at the con.
Yeah. No, it looks like it's going to be a good one. I mean, they added David Ramsey too from the Arrowverse, and
Yeah.
fan favorite John Barrowman will be back.
Yeah. Up to his hijinks.
We need some Barrowman hijinks.
So, guys, if you want a kilt check, Barrowman will be lying on the floor waiting for you. Okay.
Well, think about it. If we get Stephen Amell and we get David Ramsey, right? So that's going to be like an Arrow panel. You know that Barrowman's going to crash it if he's not part of the panel.
But what dress or who's he going to be dressed as? Like because he always wears something exotic.
Well, that's on his panel. When he shows up on somebody else's panel, he's like when he showed up on Catherine Tate's panel. He was just wearing shorts and a t-shirt. Of course, his shorts were hanging below his ass, and he was crawling across the stage. But hey, and he went on right after my friend Molly got off stage. So it was like because Catherine Tate did it differently on her panels. Instead of having people line up in the aisles to ask question, she had them come up on stage with her to ask the question.
Yeah,
which was kind of fun.
And this is a guy, he is Scottish American, but he has an MBE. He's, which is the most excellent order of the British Empire, but he doesn't really act like someone that has an MBE, if you know what I mean.
No, he's his own brand of everything. Yeah, but he's the one you kind of want to run into while you're on the floor, because he will, post a selfie, let's do this, click, like he'll do whatever And that's what makes it fun.
I ran into him on the floor, and he was looking for Star Wars toys because he's a collector too.
Oh, there you go. So much fun. So much fun.
All right, sir. That's all I got. You want to wrap her up?
Yes, sir. Okay, gang. Strap them in and hang on tight because next time is going to be a fun one. This has been Butcher Bay Rejects.
I don't often get to do my Family Guy impression. Did you say strap in or strap on? Okay. We'll see you next time, nerds.
Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.
You can find us on all our social media. You can search Butcher Bay Rejects on YouTube, at Bay Rejects on Twitter, at Butcher Bay Rejects on Facebook, as well as at Butcher Bay Rejects on TikTok. You can also find us on our website, butcherbayrejects.com. And you can find us on all the podcast platforms, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, Alexa TuneIn, iHeartRadio, and Pandora. Thank you for listening, and tune in again.